All right, we're back. In our last video, we explored just a little bit of our menu bars up across the top, which give us basically all the tools that we could ever want in this program. They're a little bit buried, they're hard to find, and it takes a lot of time to find them. So a lot of times we'll use the other tools that are here on top to make our modeling faster. What we want to do is we want to create and use some tools in our command panel. So this panel right here, I can undock it here if I want and move it around my scene, but usually by default, it is locked into this space right here. I'll see if I can reattach it. And we're going to, all right, I'm going to put the panel back. When you're using two screens, you can drag this to your other window, but I can right click on it and then I'm going to dock it to the right side of my screen. All right, and it's back where it was. Okay, so I want to draw some boxes. If I just grab the box tool, I'm going to click on my screen, grab a box, and draw the box. All right, that's fine. We want to set some standard parameters though, so I'm going to undo that. And here's what I would like you to do. We're going to draw some boxes with specific sizes based on our grid here. We're going to try drawing it here, locking it to our grid, and then we're also going to draw it here, making some standard parameters. In order for me to lock it to this grid that's in my scene, I need to go up and use my snaps toggle, okay? And if I click this, I can turn this on, but I don't know what I'm turning on. So if I right click on this, you know it's turned on because it's highlighted blue. If I right click on it, it's going to give me some options here. And it says, what do I want my cursor and my shapes to snap to? Right now, I'm going to have them snap to my grid point. We already set the size for our grid to equal 1 centimeter per box. So now when I have them lock on to my grid, let's see, you'll notice that it's going by 0.1. Actually, that is 10 centimeters per box, which is kind of interesting. Okay, but so now it's going to lock onto my grid. So here's what I would like you to do. Make sure you right click on your snaps tool. Okay, you can turn that on with the S, but we want to turn on our grid points, and we're going to model 4 boxes here. And this first one is going to be one box back here. Let me see if I can zoom in here. If you roll your center mouse wheel, it will let you zoom in on this space. I'm going to do this one 3 wide, 3 deep, and 3 tall. Okay, so how do I do that? Let me get out of here. I'm going to grab my box. I click and hold my mouse down when I want to start drawing. I still have the left button on my mouse depressed. I drag it back here to 3, and I haven't let off on my button yet. I drag it here. Now when it's 3 by 3 and my base is done, I let go of my button, and the height is attached to my mouse until I click off of it. I'm going to go 3 high. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of hard to tell in this bottom perspective window, but if you look up here, I can tell in my front view when I'm going 3 high. Okay, and there is 3 high. All right, I can go back into this bottom view and roll my wheel. Okay, if I want to slide this whole thing down, I'm going to move my cursor underneath it and roll my wheel under. If I want to slide it up, I'm going to move my cursor here and zoom in. But as it zooms in above, it's going to push that down. If I zoom in below, it pushes it up. If I put it right in the middle, it keeps that in the middle of my screen as I zoom in and out. Next, I want to do another box right here. This one is going to be 4 long and 2 wide. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 4 deep this way. And this one I want to be 4 tall. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. This one, we are going to make this one 5 by 3, and we're going to make it 5 tall. So I'm going to click here. This is going to give us a 2-block walkway between these real basic buildings here. I'm going to drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go 3, and I'm going to go 5 tall. 1, 2. I'm going to look over here. I still have my mouse depressed, so it is still sticking to here. So I want 5 by 3. I let go of my mouse, and I drag up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's my last building here. And this one, we're going to do a low flat building, which is going to be 6 by 6 and only 1 block high. So I'm going to, let me zoom out so that I can see down here. So I'm going to move my mouse. Actually, I want to move it up here. Now the whole thing is a little bit small, and I'm going to push my cursor right in the middle and roll my wheel in so I can see this plane. Okay. I'm going to go here to this spot, and I'm going to drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this way 6, and up 1 high. All right, that is our workspace. We have our 4 boxes drawn. We'll come back in the next episode and practice doing a few different things with this. All right, thanks for joining me on this one. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Keep designing.